Tense moments, tight security, and a national spotlight in Tennessee today, where white supremacists were scheduled to hold two back-to-back rallies, but only one happened. Good evening, I'm Olivia Girling.
And I'm Brianna Stubler. Echoing other recent race-based rallies, counter-protesters showed up in huge numbers. And as NBC's Chris Pallone reports, they were louder than the hate. The organizers of the second rally said they canceled because of how long it took to get through security in Shelbyville. They also said the second rally just wasn't worth the risk. The central Spanish government started stripping Catalonia's leaders of the power today. The move is in line with what Spain's government said it would do. The Catalan parliament voted yesterday to be independent of Spain, so the Spanish government fired Catalan leaders, more than 140 of them, according to the Washington Post. The ousted Catalan president called for a democratic opposition to the move. At least 14 people are dead after two explosions in the Somali capital. And only 2 weeks ago, another bomb killed 350 people there. This time, a car slammed into a building, and then militants stormed that building. The terrorist group Al-Shabaab said it was responsible, but denied having anything to do with the blast earlier this month. It's a little brisk out there today, very different from last weekend. We have Matt here to tell us for the weather of the rest of the Halloween weekend. Matt, is this a trick or a treat?
It's a little bit of both.
Thanks, Matt. There's a crisis of demand for Apple's newest iPhone. The iPhone X was supposed to be delivered November 3rd, but 20 minutes after pre-orders opened for those phones, they were sold. Now, Apple's saying first deliveries will be 5 to 6 weeks, but some analysts are saying if demand is high enough, some people might not get their hands on it until February. St. Louis just promised to be 100% powered by clean energy before 2035. That's a huge deal for a city so heavily powered by fossil fuels. The city is currently powered by 5% clean energy. The Board of Aldermen unanimously voted to make the clean pledge. That means solar, wind, and other renewable energy only. The city has to assemble a team to draw up a plan by December of next year. Two University of Missouri organizations are using red light, green light, typically a kids' game, to educate the campus about sexual assault. Zeta Beta Tau partnered up with It's On Us Mizzou to host the event, complete with public speakers and a DJ on Francis Quadrangle. The event organizer says they decided to change up the philanthropy event this year to something they were passionate about. He says he hopes the event brings the campus community together and creates a safe atmosphere for everyone on campus.
It's just making sure that everybody knows that the green light means go and yellow light means stop and truly ask the question, and red light by far and away means absolutely not.
Between each game of red light, green light, the MC for the event shared facts and statistics about sexual assault so players could learn more about the culture surrounding consent and assault prevention. Women in our area had the chance to work on career development today, like resume building, communication skills, and entrepreneurship. Women's Network hosted Changing the Odds, an event geared towards assisting women in getting back into the workforce. The network's past chair says many women either stayed home to raise children or never had the chance to get educated in this area. She also says the event stretches past improving career skills.
And temperatures are looking much more fall-like in the low to mid-60s.
That may be a little bit too cold for me.
Yeah.
Time to break the jackets.
Yeah, but we're warming up, so.
Thanks, Matt.
Halloween isn't just for your kids. It can also be for your pets. Treats Unleashed held its annual Halloween party for dogs today. It was filled with trick-or-treating and Halloween photos where dogs could show off their costumes. All proceeds will go to Needy Paws, an animal shelter in St. Louis. The Treats Unleashed manager says the event breaks down the barriers between customers and business owners.
We just kind of get to hang out with them, and you get that relationship and that bond other than them buying a product and you're selling a product. You know, you create friendships and relationships with these people and with their pets. Like, we know half of their names when they come in, half of their dogs' names, and we remember them.
If you missed it this year, that's okay. She says Treats Unleashed plans to have it again next year. There are even hopes to bring in more activities like carnival games.
Coming up, it's a rescue straight out of a Hollywood movie.
Nearly 6 months drifting at sea, and tonight they're on their way home. The incredible story of rescue. Next.
Two women are on their way home tonight after a remarkable journey of survival.
Months spent drifting in the open water of the Pacific Ocean, and as NBC's Miguel Almaguer reports, they never gave up trying to be found. The Navy ship that picked them up is based in Japan. It was on regular deployment at the time it spotted the women. Mizzou football is playing the Huskies in Connecticut for the first time ever tonight. Now here's a look at what we're following on KONU 8 News at 10. President Trump calls it a witch hunt.
By the afternoon, we'll warm up to a high near 56 degrees.
It's a little better than today.
Yeah, a little bit warmer. We'll cool down for the next few days, though.
But later in the week, warmer, right? Okay, looking forward to that. Thank you. See you at 10.